And 2 people were shot in a drive-by shooting in the East Side neighborhood in Madison last night.
And the Madison Police Department says 1 person has been released from the hospital. The other is still in critical condition.
WMTV's Marcus Arsvold is live outside the duplex where this shooting happened. Marcus, earlier this afternoon, there was still blood in the driveway.
Yeah, it's a sad sight to see, but it's been cleaned up, and Chief Sean Barnes, Madison's mayor, and neighborhood residents here are all wondering why and how this happened.
None of them, looked really old. None of them had deep voices, so they were quite young.
Josephine Shigoni was startled by the drive-by shooting that happened across the street from her, partially because she says it happened between young people who could have been in middle or high school.
Then I heard someone yell, "He got hit."
After the shots rang out, she wasn't too worried.
It wasn't scary because there wasn't more violence going on or more gunshot.
MPD believes this shooting was targeted, something that makes Shigoni feel a little more at ease.
Most of the time, it seems like when there are shootings, the people know each other.
MPD Chief Sean Barnes says for now he does not believe the drive-by shooting involves the same people from the other weekend shootings.
We're still trying to determine what we have 3 separate incidents. We don't believe that they're all linked or related at this time.
Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway believes MPD will find out who's behind this violence.
I have confidence that they will find the people that are responsible, and they will bring them to justice.
MPD asks that if you at home know something to please call 911, as this could potentially prevent future violent outbursts like this from happening. For now, live in Madison, Marcus Arsvold, WMTV 15 News.